But meanwhile, while we wait for the poll to finish, who's heard of Scrandle? As I boot up. There we go. I love when I can see the physics fully kick in. Lurking in Matt's chat? No, actually. I first heard about this several months ago when the YouTube channel I've mentioned showed me Voices the Void played this. And specifically last night, Izzy was talking about it. And I played, like, I legitimately just, like, at, like, 10 o'clock last night, just played, like, a week's worth of the past Scrandle games, and I was like, okay, I need to do at least a little bit at the start of next stream. Because we started talking about just the absolute disappointment some of these food items are. Like, my god. Some of these images. These actually don't look terrible, either one, compared to what it usually is. Neanderthals that Scrandle tracks. Yeah, God. I would also go with the pigs in the blanket here. Now, I have to say, the options I would choose are often not the most popular answer, because a lot of the more popular answers tend to be very cheese-heavy. So I'm often wrong in, like, which one I think looks more delicious. But I'm decent at guessing what the people who actually vote on this would pick. And I do think the pigs in the blanket is probably better, but... Oh, this is a bonus round. That wasn't even, like, an actual thing. Alright, here we go. Also... Can I also say, before we get too far into this, especially since you're here, Title, I can think of few food items I've seen that just cause damage to my soul than, yeah, mushy peas. Like, holy shit, dude. I can think of few things that look less appetizing than mushy peas, and your country makes me sad. And the fact that the majority of votes on this are clearly from England makes me very upset on the choices quite often. Please be the chicken kebab, because... Also, the box of gravy. I've seen this pop up several different times, where it's like a pie in a tin, mashed potatoes just mashed against the tin, and then a cardboard box full of gravy. I've seen so many images like that. Like, why? It is real gravy. All of this looks good, I just don't know why you would organize it like this. Please be chicken kebab. Okay. Now, I don't feel like any of the boxes of gravy have done well in this, but it pops up way too often to actually be, like, make me happy. We're actually getting... Yeah, we're getting, like, actually decent options. Nothing's, like, made my soul want to die so far. I'm not quite sure what Kara Polka is. It's some kind of noodle and meat and sauce? Chunks of something? That chicken and chips also looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna say the chicken and chips is probably the more popular, just because I bet more people who voted on this know what that is. And it's also a pretty... Alright, see, I thought it looked better than a 30%. 30% was... That scored lower than the fucking pie in a box with gravy just leaking out of it. Corned beef and potato pie does not look great. Yeah. A lot of these photos are also just food that is not photogenic and also a bad photo of it. But yeah, that doesn't look great. This also looks bad, but in a way that's, like, good, because it's bad food, and I think it looks bad in the bad food kind of way. See, that was closer than it probably should be. The Hockey Porky. There it is. There's... What's the fucking Hungarian one that pops up every time? There's, like, several different images of it, where it's just, like, the sad piece of white bread with, like, onion on it. With, like, 3 scraps of onion. That one makes me laugh every time it pops up. Okay, so the hockey. It's clearly shredded pork of some kind. What looks like fries, and then both gravy and, like, nacho cheese, I want to say. Or at least some kind of brown sauce. It might not be actual gravy. Maybe it's brown sauce instead, whatever it is. I would also go the chicken kebab with fries inside. See, only a 54 on that? Like, really? That looked fine to me. Oh. I appreciate the mayonnaise packet, you know. We put the mayonnaise packet on the side just in case there would be too much flavor on this chicken burger for the average Englander. My other favorite genre of images in this is something where it's... whether it's like fries or a burger or something, and it's with cheese, and it's just a single square of unmelted cheese. Especially on loaded fries. Alright, both of these look pretty good. I would definitely go the pizza, and I think it is also more popular. I will say, I feel like that margarita pizza could use a little bit more basil on it. But that's just me. Only a 33 on the smoked salmon bagel? Really? Here it is again! This fucking pie in a cardboard box with enough gravy to drown a small child. Like... are you kidding me? Why? Don't come with herbs in England. I saw 2 basil leaves, but yeah, like, come on. England, please. It's just cheese and tomato sauce. And it's a cheese pizza, not a margarita. I'm gonna hope it's the chicken and pork skewers. Sides not included in the price. That's some expensive chicken and pork skewers, though. But, was it made by an English person? How is the steak pie 80%? Alright, America. You can have better hot dogs than that. Come on. At least that looks like hot dog is better value. That is absolutely true. 11-pound crepe is a lot. Alright, real fast. What won the poll? Why did it take me to a separate fucking page for the poll? Okay, Dark Souls 3 won. That's what I was gonna do, but I appreciate the poll. I bet the crepe is better. And I want to say that this hot dog is not the worst hot dog I've seen, even though it's not, like, the best I've seen either. Because the amount of times it looks like someone just bought hot dogs from Walmart and placed it in a bun without, like, microwaving it first, at the very least, is shockingly high in this. That hot dog deserved better, but... yeah, honestly, if that hot dog had some kind of condiment topping, it would probably have done a lot better. Meat pastry, I bet, first off, I bet this does not have a high score, because I don't believe in the people who vote for this. I bet that fucking pastry's goddamn delicious. A South American pastry of unidentified meat, it might give you some kind of illness, but I bet it's goddamn delicious. But that is a pretty good looking pizza, and I bet. Okay, 75. I'm proud of everyone. Salt and pepper chips with steak. that doesn't look too bad. I'm also surprised by how often jerk chicken comes up in this. That was not a genre of food I was expecting as Scran for the footy. But that's also damn good. I bet the jerk chicken is pretty good. I do want to say £5 for this steak and fries is actually also probably a pretty good deal. But really, I'm upset about that, but maybe because it was only like £5 or whatever. I don't know how much people actually pay attention to the price when they vote on this. A lot of people from Jamaican descent. I'm not too surprised by that, but I'm also a little surprised. Again, it's just one of those things where if I had to guess what genre... So yeah, so this is what I played like last night in a hyperfixation at like 10 p.m. Which one was the one that I got the 10 out of 10 one? Wasn't this one weird? Oh yeah, this is more what I remember things looking like. Non-existent ward for them. That's the other thing, is that the jerk chicken does pretty damn good fairly often in a way I'm not ready for from England that hates the... There it is, the Sieros Kenya, the Hungarian loaf of bread, fat, onion, and paprika. God. Oh, is this the one where they had the image of the hot dog by the ad for the hot dog? Oh yeah, the pitch side McDonald's is also a good bit. No, it isn't. There was one where they, like, showed the shitty hot dog by the ad for the hot dog, and it was the funniest thing. Were there only 2 on this one? Oh no, I just didn't keep going. Alright, this is the last one, and then we'll start the actual multi-world. I'm gonna get too sucked into this again. I mean, they both don't look bad. I don't see where... Oh, okay, I see. It's a top bun removed. That one's... makes my arteries cry in pain and joy. Yeah. You'll notice which country it comes from, too, Lamau. Only a 57 and a 45. I thought both of those looked pretty good. Bad. Zeros Kenya! My favorite. That's probably the best looking image of this that they've shown so far, too. The German dog. That's a slice of toast with raw onion. It is specifically, and I only know this because one of the images finally gave all the ingredients, it is bread, lard, raw onion, and paprika. I bet this one, though. I bet this... Fucking all the English people who vote on this shit, they're like, ooh boy, I love my green baby food. And voted for it. Even though this is not exactly the best looking sausage wrap, I'm gonna vote out it in principle, yeah. Oh, this is my favorite when they're both like images of just real shit foods. I'm gonna go the hot dog, yeah, no. Ooh, that steak and fries looks pretty good. With peppercorn sauce. 2 slices of stuffed crust pizza. Of stuffed crust cheese pizza, because there's no toppings on that. The pizza looks pretty good. I'm gonna lean... Oh god, that price difference, though. English steak is overcooked, but that's also like, I can't think of what you call that, but like the little strips of steak. I think you can't really overcook it when it's like that without flat out burning it. And that is clearly not like super burnt. Alright. That pizza deserved a higher percentage too, but chips, sausage, and curry sauce. Or Drayton Belly Buster, which is... It looks like burger... I think that's supposed to be lettuce, but that is like the whitest lettuce I've ever seen. I think I see a thin enough tomato slice you can see through. I don't know what that is. Some kind of bacon. And what looks like 3 little sausages and ketchup. Lettuce can be pretty pale, but... I feel like most of the time when you sell food, you specifically grab the non-pale lettuce to... Also, I feel like there's like a slight yellow tint to it that is not often there, and that's probably just like the lighting. But like this bit almost looks like bits of onion. Our lettuce does that. I'm gonna go the chip, sausage, and curry sauce. But, yeah. As much as I was making fun of that one, it didn't look that bad. Just more like extremely mid. Alright, hot dog, yellow mustard, and a rather nice looking bun. Or stadium plot, which seems to be what looks like a sausage with a single bite taken out of it, and a baked potato? I think that's a bun right there, that the sausage is just not in. And I'm guessing mayonnaise and ketchup. Yeah, I don't know what kind of artsy-fartsy not plating this is for a hot dog, but wow, really? I guess that sausage did look pretty good. Alright, we have chicken bites and chips with curry sauce. Or a chicken club wrap. That is definitely not a sandwich. With... sickly gray chicken? Ugh. Let me see. I'm guessing maybe some kind of like pepper or jalapeno right there. I see a little bit of red right there. Probably tomato? I'm guessing the white's mayonnaise in the middle there. I'm so anti-potato. See, I think the chicken bites and chips won it though. The chicken bites also look more like they're oven-baked instead of fried, which is interesting, but... See, I didn't think the chicken and chips looked that bad, but... Alright, no more. I'm gonna get too sucked into it if I do any more.